Hello everyone, it's Loretta, and this is kind of a real big throwback. Recently I purchased a lot of stamps that were wood mounted from an estate sale, and I really don't have room to store the wood blocks, and you cannot burn them, you cannot recycle them. Most wood-mounted stamps are made from a pressure or chemically treated wood. They are real wood, but I just wouldn't take the chance. So, now I know there's a lot of glare right now, but this is just an old Stampin' Up! Set. And I kind of want to emphasize a couple things. Number one, these are old. And I'm going to be reducing this stack of stamps to only rubber. Right now, my main goal is just to get them off their wood blocks and store them in a clamshell case, because they take up less room. Now, sometimes you can just peel these puppies right off, sometimes you can't. The older they are, actually, the easier they are to do. So you just take an edge, and honestly, that's it. And you keep going until you have them all done. Now, if you're one of these super organized people, that, of course, I love you, but yeah, I'm jealous. I am a total butterfly when it comes to organizational stuff. If you don't know what that is, I'll try to remember to link Clutterbug, who is Cass Orson on YouTube, and she's also a best-selling author. Read her book, watch her videos. But anyway, you could potentially, make copies of the stamps while they're still in their blocks, take pictures, have them in categories, whatever you want. But I am not that way. So, this one's not coming off quite as easy. This is just like, I don't really know if it's a bone folder or what it was really used for. This is a close to my heart little gadget. It obviously was meant for scoring and maybe folding. This is not very sturdy, but we're going to see if I can get it to work. If not, then I'm going to do something different. Yeah, let's see. Sometimes you just kind of got to get up underneath that rubber. Like that. So you can get your finger underneath it. And give it a little pull. Now if you get little bits of residue like this on the back, most of the times you can peel them off. I would not necessarily recommend something like Glue Be Gone. It could damage the rubber. You can just suck them in your kitchen sink just like a label, and a lot of times that'll just take care of the problem. So this one's the same. This is a really cute stamp set. It's actually never been used, so all I have to do with this one is, and once again, if you want to save the image for the back of the stamp, you can certainly do that. I may do it with this one just so I don't have to go looking for them later. And all I'm going to do with these is grab a hold of the stamp and peel them right off of their backing. Since these are brand new and never been used, they really haven't had a chance. This is a pressure sensitive adhesive to really bond to the plastic backing of the stamp itself, or to the rubber itself. This one did, but that's okay. So as you can see, a lot of the backing of this one did not come off. And I can try to pick at it a little bit and try to get it off. See if I can get it off in one big piece. Okay, so with this one, I am going to put it aside and just soak it in the sink. And the rest of that backing will literally just kind of fall off. Now, I know a bunch of you are going to ask this question, so I'm going to answer it before it gets asked. How do you use them? They don't have any stickiness on the back of them anymore. Do they still work? And have you ever ripped one? Answer to those questions is yes. I've had quite a few that are so old that the rubber had deteriorated and they ripped right in half. And when that happens, for the most part, there's nothing you can do except just throw it away, which is unfortunate. And you can't always tell until you start working with it if that's going to happen or not. So, and as you can see, that came right off. All these blocks go right in the trash. And when I get more of them done, I'm going to show you the amount of just rubber, and so you can compare that to the video, first part of this video. Now, if I even unmount even more than what I showed you, I will insert that footage into this video. I do want to kind of conserve my battery. It is running a little low right now. Alright folks, this is that big stack of wood-mounted stamps that I showed you at the beginning of this video. It doesn't even take up a little more than a quarter of this box, and I'm going to get some more out to unmount. Alright, all of these I'm going to unmount, and let's see if you guys can see how much this room this takes up as it is. And I'm going to reduce these to just bare rubber as well. Okay, it only took 15, maybe 20 minutes to unmount that entire stack, second stack of stamps that I showed you. And I am just going to reuse these clamshell boxes to put them in for now. I'm saving just enough of this size of box. I don't even know how big this is. I'm thinking, maybe 8 by 10? It's not even that big. Anyway, I'm not even going to measure it. So, these are just going to lay in here flat. Until I have time to completely sort them into categories like flowers or Christmas or Easter, whatever. So that is how you do it. Once again, if you have excess stuff on the back of your stamp, this one's actually pretty good. But if this is like bumpy, then you just soak it in your sink, and the adhesive will release, like this one right here. It really needs to be soaked, but let's see if I can get it back off. I was messing with it earlier. Once again, like we did on the other ones, you can kind of get something up underneath there. You can free it. Now, while I'm trying to get this loose, I started to tell you about how to use these going forward. You can put new foam mount on the back. It's called Easy Mount Foam, which works. You can also use a product that is just like a clear sticker. It sticks to the back of the stamp, and then the adhesive on the opposite side is repositionable, which I do like. I do own some. My favorite way to do it is to buy something called Tack It Over and Over. It's by Eileen's. It is a repositionable glue. You don't need a lot. You just put a very thin layer onto the back of the stamp, set it aside and let it dry, and then you can use your stamp positioner, acrylic block, whatever you have, to stamp them over and over. Now, if you're using a stamp positioner, it will tend to build up on the lid of like your Misty. Easy enough to clean up. You can take it to the sink and wash it with warm soap and water. I would recommend using a magic eraser if you do that. Or you can just clean it with rubbing alcohol. Cotton. I wouldn't use cotton balls, but rubbing alcohol and maybe, you know, paper towel, microfiber cloth or whatever would do the trick in a second. So anyway, that is how you unmount wood-mounted rubber stamps. And of course, this saves a huge amount of room. I can keep as many stamps as I want to keep, provided my space, of course, and I don't have to worry about them taking up so much room because I no longer have their mouths. Once again, throw those wood blocks away. You cannot recycle them. Don't burn them, and especially do not give them to children, as they are toxic. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. Don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up and share my videos on your social media. Stamp happy and be a blessing above all. Have a great day. I will see you soon. Bye, guys.